Welcome to Nauset News. I'm Shay Cuna.
And I'm Brendan Caslow.
And today I'll be covering the announcements for the upcoming week. Junior students, the warranty on your iPads expires on June 10th, 2017, and the cost to replace a broken or cracked screen will increase to $120 from the current cost of $30. We strongly recommend that if you have a cracked screen, bring it to the IT office, that's B202, to get it repaired before that date. Loaners can be provided in the meantime. Guidance is still waiting on 58 financial aid packages from students who applied for scholarships. Seniors, see Mrs. McDonald about your package. The Orleans Bowling Alley is open to all NRHS students and staff on Thursdays from 3:15 to 4 o'clock at $4 per person, including shoes, through June 8th. If you have any questions regarding transportation, please contact Lauren Wall. The Cape Cod National Seashore invites students ages 13 to 17 to come train with NPS lifeguards at Marconi Beach from July 5th to August 9th on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9:30 to 12:30. Participation in this program is free. You must be able to complete a 1/3 mile ocean swim and half-mile beach run. Participants 15 and over are eligible to earn lifeguard certifications. Additionally, we would like to thank Wellfleet Cinemas and Ben & Jerry's for their recent contributions to Mrs. McCulley's in-house movie contest students. And now for Brendan with the lineup.
The top story will be done by Ben Niggle. The High Five Student of the Week will be Keenan Pombo, interviewed by Kellen Perry. Student Council will be done by Lily Merle. The Health Tip about Sun Safety will be done by Nicole Sheely. The Talent Search will be a surprise this week, but that will be done by Anthony McCulloch-Howard. Political Spotlight will be done by Jack Gower. The Fashion Tip will be done by Abby Wright. Sports will be done by Charlie Campbell and Spencer Jones. The special report on what people are doing for their mothers on Mother's Day will be done by Tyler Hoffman and Tom Dudzik. The Things to Do will be done by Tori Shee. And finally, we would like to wish all the seniors and their dates a happy and safe prom, which is on May 15th. And now for your top story.
Hello, I'm Ben Niggle and this is Brooke McGee. Today your top story on Nauset News is important events at Nauset Regional High School. The first event is May 13th and it's the Out of Darkness Campus Walk in honor of Jeremy Walters. This walk is to raise awareness about suicide and prevention. Prom is 2 days later on May 15th. Senior Athlete Awards is to honor senior varsity athletes at the Brewster Baptist Church at 7 o'clock. Next we have the Senior Awards, May 22nd at 6 o'clock also, and that is in the auditorium at Nauset Regional High School. Lastly, we have the Underclassmen Awards, which is on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. in the auditorium the following Tuesday after the 22nd.
Step Up Day is June 1st, Thursday 8:30 through 11:30 p.m. Senior Banquet at the Beachcomber, Monday, June 5th at 6 o'clock. Scholarship Night on Thursday, June 8th, 6:30 in the auditorium at Nauset Regional High School. Graduation is on June 10th at 1 p.m. and final day of school is June 22nd.
Now over to the assistant principal to give us a little bit of more information about some of these events. So now we're here with Mr. Fleming, the assistant principal who's in charge of the senior class. Can you tell us a little bit about the prom and senior banquet?
Sure, Ben. The prom is next Monday at the Cape Cod Resort in Hyannis, and it is the traditional send-off for the seniors, and they will be having a good time. Hopefully the weather will be nice, and the senior banquet isn't coming up until June, so that is off a little bit, and that is going to also be a great time for the seniors so they can get their yearbooks. And hi Sam, how are you? Nice to see you. Sam's a senior and he's looking forward to it. And senior banquet's new. We haven't had that for a couple of years now, but it's a great night to honor, to have the seniors just by themselves with a meal, and like I said, they can sign their yearbooks, give out awards, and honor the students and teachers. So I think that pretty much says it all.
Thank you, Mr. Fleming.
You got it.
This has been Ben Niggle and Brooke McGee with your top story about important events at Nauset Regional High School. I hope you enjoyed, and now on to the other segments.
Hi, I'm Nicole Sheely, and this is your health tip for this week. Today, I'll be giving you some tips to ensure you're safe while in the sun as we move closer to warm weather and are closer to summer. It is essential you apply sunscreen at least 80 minutes, if you're swimming or sweating, you should apply it more often. A top-rated sunscreen is the Hawaiian Tropic Sunscreen Silk. Protecting your eyes is especially important because protecting your skin is what most people think that they should do during the summer, but protecting your eyes is equally, if not more important. Make sure you have sunglasses that have total UV protection, and Ray-Bans and Oakley sunglasses are very popular in top-rated brands. Remember to never use tanning beds. They are extremely terrible for your skin, and they will damage your skin, and they are awful. Make sure to choose makeup and contacts that have UV protection as well. I'm Nicole Sheely, and that was this week's health tip.
Hi, I'm Tom Dudzik, and welcome to this week's Political Spotlight. This week, President Trump fired FBI Director James Comey. The announcement sent shock and surprise throughout Washington, the FBI, and even the world. His reputation started to wither after the Clinton email scandal and his responsibility with the possible tarnishing of Hillary's reputation, which she feels led to her presidential loss. The administration has stated his dismissal stemmed from his handling of her email investigation. Most critics, however, feel his firing is related to the current Russian probe.
Hi, I'm Spencer Jones.
I'm Charlie Campbell.
Welcome to this week's edition of Sports on Nauset News. And we have a full lineup for you today, so we're going to start things off with Charlie giving you some team announcements.
So the girls golf team continues to play spectacular. Tori, the Tornado She, continues to dominate for Nauset as she had another individual win in the team's victory against Cardinal Spellman. She defeated her opponent 4-3, while Corinne Monger also won her match 1-up. Other winners in the second flight include Helen and Ray Gainey. The boys lacrosse team beat Martha's Vineyard at home on Friday, May 6th, 8-6. Despite the rainy weather and brutal conditions, according to Coach Howarth, Nauset prevailed in the second half as they played with more structure and were able to tie the game up after a poor first half. Still tied into the fourth, Chase Home made a great shot to give Nauset a 7-6 lead with 6 minutes left. And Home was added again, this time with an assist to Cameron Hall, finishing the game 8-6. McChed was the hero of the game, scoring a hat trick and helping Nauset snap a 3-game losing streak.
Well, that's great for them.
He's an impressive player.
He really is effective.
Nauset had another nice win on Tuesday, May 9th, beating DY 16-4 in Northeastham. It was a great team win. For girls lacrosse, Nauset defeated DY in South Yarmouth 18-4 on Tuesday. High scorers included Greta Walther, Mackenzie Meads, and Lauren Schiffenhaus. Abby Frazier and Isabel Travers combined in goal for the win. And for Nauset track, the girls and boys both beat Sandwich at home on Tuesday, May 9th. Winners included Dylan McNeil, Brian Brooks, Xavier Reynolds, Jake Pearl, Brennan Caslow, Mente Curtis McMillan, Jeremiah Tessian, Madikat Nobley, Ellie Hartman, Tara Allard, Kara Moore, and Isabel Hansen.
Oh, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
All right, well, thank you, Charlie. And now for the sailing team. On Monday, unfortunately, they lost 1-3 to Barnstable in heavy wind conditions. But they bounced back on Tuesday when they won against Falmouth 4-0 in a low, shifty wind conditions at home. Skippers Aiden Biondi, Christian Lynch, and Tim Burns skippered well today, and with crews led by Sebastian Succo, Emery Abar, and Tanner Cornell, and Liam Lawless and Dougie Carlson subbed in with crews Will Chase and Nate Walsh. And now on to the softball team. The Nauset team lost to Barnstable 8-5 on May 8th in Hyannis. And despite the loss, Abby Higgins had a 3-run homer in the third, and her 9th home run of the season,
Wow.
which put the Warriors ahead. But unfortunately, Barnstable fought back in the 4th and 5th innings and just expanded their lead until the end of the game. It was a good effort by the girls.
Was
For girls tennis, Nauset beat the Cape Cod Academy on Tuesday, 5-0, which also gave them a ticket to the South Sectionals. The team is now 10-1. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Winners included Gabby and Nika Dodoli, Caroline Donahue, Bevan Burns, Kelly Carlin, Grace Haskell, and Sophia Calderon. And for boys tennis, the boys also captured a win against CCA with a score of 4-1. Winners included Ben Garside, Keenan Pombo, and Mike Sanborn. And for baseball, Nauset beat Barnstable 8-5 to give their coach Lou Elia his 100th win at Nauset. Quite the accomplishment.
That is.
Now, at 8-4, the Warriors are looking impressive. Against Barnstable, senior captain Brendan Chisholm went 1 for 3 with 3 runs scored, 2 walks, and 2 steals, with other players Owen Wilcox, Casey Quinn, and Koki Riley chipping in. Steve Kalanick got the win on the mound, as Nauset looks to finish off the second half of their season with a good playoff push. And finally, a reminder for all senior athletes that on May 18th at Brewster Baptist Church, they will have a career accomplishment celebration and maybe pick up a few merit awards. Well, thank you for watching, and I'm Spencer Jones.
I'm Charlie Campbell.
And we'll see you next week.
Hello, I'm Jack Hour, and welcome to the Nauset Student Council Update. Since the last time you saw me, I've been elected President of Student Council for the 2017 to 2018 school year. I am more than grateful for this opportunity, and would like to take this time to again thank my fellow members for entrusting me with this amazing responsibility. Also elected on Monday, May 1st was Elizabeth Edney as Vice President, Ben Nigel as Treasurer, Kaya Howard as Secretary, Isabel Merle and Jordan Hour as Historians, Lily Merle as Faculty Liaison, and Lily Bueller as Social Media Coordinator. Student Council is currently preparing for beautifying the campus for graduation and may also participate in a few walks devoted to hunger and suicide prevention. Other than that, Student Council is looking towards the future. We may even start planning homecoming as early as July. Before I go, I would like to thank all of our seniors in Student Council for their service to this school, especially Lily Gata, who has been a great president over the past school year. I wish all of you the best of luck to wherever your future takes you. Student Council's advisors are Ariana Kimmick and Stephanie Tupper, and if you're thinking of joining our club, you can check with either of them for upcoming meeting times. This has been the Nauset Student Council Update. I'm Jack Hour. Thank you and good night.
I'm Abby Wright, and this is your fashion tip of the week. As we move into the summer, warm weather fashions are becoming more and more applicable to our everyday outfits. One big thing you'll see everyone wearing this summer are maxi dresses. They have a lot of variation in colors and prints, making them super wearable and easy to incorporate into what you already own. The styles in these dresses can vary from being backless, strapless, and even lace. Floral prints are making a big comeback this year, primarily in shirts and dresses. These prints can add elegance to any outfit and help you look even more put together than you are already. Another thing everyone seems to be wearing right now are off-the-shoulder shirts. These are especially comfortable in the warm weather and come in a variety of colors and patterns to suit your individual taste. Finally, sunglasses with large or cut-out frames are a super fun accessory to add to any summer outfit. Tons of companies are making frames that have bright colors or eye-catching styles to make a statement while protecting your eyes. I'm Abby Wright, and this has been your Fashion Tip of the Week.
Hi, I'm Anthony McCullough Howard, and I'm here in the Clay 2 class with an independent study worker, Jonas Linnell. What are you working on right now, Jonas?
Making a mug. It's not quite done yet, but it's in the making.
Alright, and is this your first project? I'm assuming not?
No. I've been in clay since I was a freshman, so not my first project.
Alright. What are some of the things you've built?
Lots of bowls, lots of mugs, lots of teapots, and all sorts of stuff.
Is there anything that you think would be the best thing you've made so far?
I like my mugs.
So what are some of the techniques you use?
Well, right now I'm just building my wall up, making it taller and taller.
Yep.
And then I'll go in and I'll add some curve to it. And then I'll undercut it and I'll put it on my board. And then when I'm done with that, I'll trim it once it's like dry enough. And then I'll put it in the fire and I'll glaze it after that.
And what are you right now doing with this sponge?
I'm just cleaning the wheel and making the mug not as wet because if it's too wet, it'll kind of crumble and fall down.
Alright, this has been your Nauset News Talent Search. I'm Anthony Cowan.
Hi, I'm Tori with this week's Things to Do. As the weather is getting warmer, there are many things to be doing outside and around Cape Cod. Here are just a few suggestions. On May 13th, there's an Abby Gardner concert at 8 p.m. at the Academy Playhouse in Orleans. Monday, May 15th, there's a trivia game show at 7 p.m. at Kelly's on Main Street in Hyannis. There are a few art events open, such as photographs by Susan Paradise Burke, throughout May at the Centerville Library. There will also be a 4th annual Weaving Network show, Friday, May 12th through June 25th, at the Packet Galleries in Brewster. With the warmer weather upon us, there are many different walking trails on Cape Cod. There's the Kennedy Legacy Trail, which provides information about the Kennedy family and runs through downtown Hyannis. Also, Fort Hill in Eastham has a plethora of walking and hiking trails for a warm day. Finally, the Cape Cod Rail Trail is perfect for bike riding, rollerblading, running, and much more. It runs 22 miles from Dennis to Wellfleet and is great for getting outdoors. Now moving on to some new movies to watch on a rainy day. Rated PG-13, Gifted is a 101-minute long drama about a wealthy woman who learns her granddaughter is a math prodigy and tries to wrest custody away from the girl's working-class uncle. With interesting characters, this movie has a great 4-star rating. The Lost City of Z is an adventure movie rated PG-13 and is 141 minutes long. This film gives intimate immediacy to the story of English explorer Percy Fawcett, who mapped the uncharted depths of the Amazon in the early 20th century and sought out a lost city. This film is visually a luscious masterpiece of gold and green, and the performances, including Charles Hunnam as Fawcett and Sienna Miller as his wife, are riveting. With 3.5 stars, this movie is a must-see. Finally, Their Finest is an R-rated historical romance and runs 116 minutes long. This terrific British important is smart and funny and a moving period of a woman, played by Gemma Atherton, who stumbles into a job writing during World War II propaganda movies. This film is about battles worth fighting for the female's point of view, for love, and shows a woman given a chance to find her voice while giving the country a reason to endure another day or week while bombing. Also, with 3.5 stars, this movie will keep you entertained. With spring finally here, there are many things to keep you and your family busy these next few weeks. I'm Tori and that was this week's Things to Do.
I'm Tyler Hoffman with a special report on Mother's Day. Celebrating Mother's Day often means taking your mother out to brunch, showering her with gifts, or perhaps making her breakfast in bed. Whatever you choose, the one thing is for sure, mothers deserve to be thanked and recognized. Let's see what people are planning this Mother's Day. I'm here with Ethan. Ethan, what's the best gift you've ever given your mom on Mother's Day?
Well, I made my mom breakfast in bed one time.
Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, 4 years ago, I made my mom breakfast in bed, and it was just the best experience to just see her wake up to Eggs Benedict, and it was just so good.
That's really nice. Thank you, Ethan. I'm here with Zach. Zach, what will you be doing with your mother on Mother's Day?
I'm gonna get my mom some flowers.
That's nice. Will you be doing anything else?
Maybe go out for dinner, have a little family, Mother's Day celebration.
That's good. Thank you, Zach. I'm here with Quinn. Quinn, what's the best gift you've ever given your mother on Mother's Day?
Last year we went on a whale watch. That was fun. We got a camera
nice.
a few years ago.
That's good. Thanks, Quinn. I'm here with Colin. Colin, what will you be doing with your mother on Mother's Day?
I'm gonna buy her some flowers, maybe take her out to dinner. We're gonna have a nice dinner.
Thank you, Colin.
That's about it.
Thank you, Colin.
Yeah.
I'm here with Jack. Jack, what will you be doing for your mother on Mother's Day?
My family will be taking my mother out to lunch, and I'm buying a wallet with my sister for my mom.
Nice. Thanks, Jack. I'm here with Tim. Tim, what will you be doing for your mother on this Mother's Day?
Well, I'll probably end up getting her a card, and then we usually go out to a nice breakfast.
Thanks. That's nice. I'm here with Natalie. Natalie, what are you doing this Mother's Day?
I am going to be doing some yard work for my mother because I want to show her how much I appreciate her.
Thanks. I'm Tyler Hoffman, and this has been our special report. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Hi, I'm Anthony Lizzie with this week's Extra Story.
In this week's extra story, we'll be in the Intro to Fashion class. We'll be interviewing a freshman named Sarah Wall about her current project. So, I see you're cutting out some patterns. What are you making?
I'm making a dress for my little sister. We are having a fashion show, and it's on May 24th, a Wednesday, and it's at 6:30 in the auditorium. So, and free admission. So, come on down.
Sounds nice. I like the color. What kind of fabric you got there?
This is a single knit. It's really stretchy, and it's sometimes hard to work with. I don't know. It's fun.
So obviously you're in fashion design. So what do you like about fashion class?
I like it because you can make your own, like any outfit you want. Like we have projects where we get to pick our either a dress or anything to make, and it's really fun.
And what is the hardest part of the class? Like, what's difficult? Like, what you had to overcome to get good in this class?
Well, I didn't know anything about sewing when I first came, so it was really hard. But Mrs. McGowan has taught me like almost everything, with hand stitching to cutting out patterns and to making projects. So.
Yeah, sounds very nice. And what other projects have you worked on?
I've made a skirt and I've made a romper, and I'm making this dress now.
And what has been your favorite project this year?
Probably my romper to make. It's really fun.
Oh, sounds fun. Well, there you have it. I'm Anthony Lizzie with this week's Extra Story, and see you next week on Nauset News.
Hi, I'm Callum Perry, here with Tori, a High Five Student of the Week. The girls' varsity golf team is 8-3 so far this season. Tori has ranked the #1 golfer on the team for the last 3 years. In addition, she is a member of the Key Club. Can you tell us what the Key Club is and what kinds of activities do you do?
So the Key Club is like a community service program here at the school, and it gets a lot of kids involved with community service and giving back to the school and Cape Cod.
Nice. So how does it feel, or what does it feel like to be the #1 golfer?
It's good. I practiced a lot, so it's good to know that the hard work pays off.
Yeah. So how long have you been playing golf?
Well, I played a lot when I was little, but I stopped for middle school because I didn't really enjoy it. But then I started up freshman year again, and I loved it since then. So I've been playing for 3 years consistently.
Nice. So what is your favorite course?
On Cape Cod, probably Eastward Ho. It's just a really well-maintained course, and it's one of the best in the country, actually. So.
Cool. So do you practice on your own on the weekends?
Yeah, I usually do. My mom's a big golfer too, so I'll often go out with her. And sometimes I'll just go to the range with some other girls on the team if we're feeling up to it.
Nice. So who else on the team is doing well?
Well, the #2 golfer, Corinne Monger, has had a really good season. And also Helen Gainey and Ray Gainey, they're twins. They've both only lost maybe 1 match or 2, so they're also doing really well.
Nice. So do you want to play in college?
I do want to play in college. I have to get my scores a little bit lower, but with a lot of work, it's definitely possible.
Nice. So what schools are you looking at, and what course of study are you interested in?
Well, as of right now, I've looked at Boston University, New York University, and Emerson as some of my top schools. I'm looking to go into broadcast television, possibly. And so they all offer really good programs on that. So
interesting. So, do you want a bigger or small school?
Well, I'm hoping to be in the city, so probably a bigger school. So.
Yes. Switching gears, what are your favorite classes and why?
This year my favorite class is probably AP English. It's been really fun, and the teacher has given us a lot of good work for the AP test, and it's just been very good with all the classmates in it.
So, what are your summer plans?
Well, I actually work at Eastward Ho, the golf course I talked about earlier, and so I get to play there often, and I work in the pro shop, and I send people off to go play golf, and then I work in the pro shop selling clothes and doing paperwork and stuff like that.
Nice. This has been the High Five Student of the Week. I'm Callum Perry here with Tori Sheep.
Hello, I'm Lily Merle. In closing tonight's Nauset News, I'm going to discuss the recent collaboration of Miss Campbell's Advanced Photography class and Miss McGowan's Fashion Design class. Together, the classes took a field trip to Provincetown. and went to Commercial Street to photograph the fashion pieces they have made this year. In the previous clip, you saw Sarah Wall, who is a designer and modeled her clothing on the field trip. The trip was very successful and some very nice shots of the fashion design's clothing was taken. I was one of the photographers and got some great shots of Helen Gainey, who is another designer. Let me show you some of the shots. Okay, so I took about 15 good shots. It took a long time to get like the perfect shot, but these are all edited and they'll be sent to her soon so she can see them. And then they'll all be used in the fashion show. So I really tried to capture her style while making them like visually pleasing. This one, I tried to go for like the nautical theme for some of them, and then also like more like the earthy, and then this one's kind of more like chic, I guess, like street style against like the brick. And this one's a little more earthy with the pink. And she made two pieces. She made this jacket and then her dress. So that's the dress. And then the jacket was right there. And I love the color on the inside. It's actually, she turned it around, but the other color is the gray. Yeah, so her pieces were very nice, and I just really tried to capture that in the photos. So all of my photographs, along with everyone else in my class, will be showed at the Nauset Fashion Show on May 24th at 6:30 p.m. I hope you can attend. I'll be there. This is a very fun field trip, and I'm glad I was able to take part. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.